guys, welcome back to another video on Buy Sell Cars TV. Today we're going to be talking about this 2014 Nissan Qashqai. I just got this as a part exchange the other day, so I thought why not make a little video on this car to show you what I'm going to need getting done to it before I get it ready for sale. Overall it is pretty good, to be honest, but there are a few little things that do need to get done. So I'm going to pull over in a second, I'm going to show you around the car, talk you through some things, and then we're going to head over to the Nissan dealership where it's going to be getting a service done. So I'll see you in a second, guys. So let's start on the exterior of the car. I'm going to talk you through the bodywork and the current condition. So as you can see, it is in absolute filthy condition, but that's not a big deal, especially when you're taking a car on part exchange. Yes, you know, you can argue it does hide some of the imperfections on the car, but overall, the car looks like it's in fantastic condition. As we go over to the rear of the car, you can start to see on the bumper, you do have some scuffs and scrapes over here, which is quite common on a car of this age because it's a car which is going to get used. It's a family type of car, so I wouldn't worry too much about these types of things. Again, as we're going down the passenger side, you can see everything looks nice and straight. Yes, it is in horrendous condition. It really does need a very good clean. Probably looks better on camera than it does in real life, but I promise you it is absolutely filthy, but it's nothing a valet won't be able to fix, so it's nothing to be concerned about. Overall, exterior of the car looks really good condition, paint looks pretty good, bodywork, there's no major damage, so happy with how things look at the moment. So as we can see now in the interior, it really does need a good clean, to be honest. Condition wise, it's pretty good. It just really needs a thorough clean. Like as you can see, yeah, things are a bit dirty over here. Like these kick plates over here, they can do with a bit of a refresh, a bit of back to black, but overall, not too bad. Let's have a look at the back. Same sort of situation over here. The back is in a little bit of worse wear, a little bit of mess over here. It's pretty dirty around here. I think they had a pet as well, so it's not the end of the world. It's something a valet can fix, but it's just being worth made aware of these things and having to factor the cost of getting these things put back to good condition. Same for the boot. They definitely had a dog. As you can see, there are plenty of hairs in the car, so it is going to be a bit of a challenge for the guys over who are going to valet the car, but I'm looking at it, it's not too bad. It could be worse. So overall, exterior and interior, I'm happy with it. So overall, as you can see from what I've just shown you, the car is in good condition. It just requires a bit of TLC to bring it back up to good standard. Deep clean valeting, getting rid of those dog hairs. It's going to be a challenge, but it's definitely going to look great once it's all done. But for now, so let's take the car to Nissan. We're running a little bit late, so we're going to shoot down there, get the car serviced. So I'm going to see you once we arrive at Nissan. So we made it to Nissan. I've dropped the Qashqai inside. I'm going to be here for about an hour and a half while the service gets done. So it's pretty quick, not too long. I've got a bit of work to get done on the computer anyway, so I'm going to head inside, chill out the waiting area, get some work done, maybe have some hot drinks because they're free here anyway. So I'll catch up with you once we're done from the service. Right, so service is all done. I've got the paperwork with me over here, and everything seems well, so no major advisories or any sort of concern. It was a pretty straightforward service, just a minor one. It had a major one done on its last one. My experience here was fantastic. I can't really knock the work that has been done. They were very quick and efficient, and everyone was really friendly. So, you know, my experience here has been very good. So I can highly recommend, if you are looking to get your car serviced from Nissan and you do live local to Basingstoke, you know, I can't fault their service departments. So what's left to do now is head home, get the car dropped off to the valeters. So you probably will see the car in a couple of days once it's in its ready for sale state, shall I say. Obviously it is looking a lot cleaner now, but we're going to get it fully refreshed inside. You're going to see a big difference after it's valeted and once it's ready for sale. So I'm going to head back now. I'm going to get the car dropped off. I'm going to see you in a couple of days. you a quick walk around over the car again, just to show you the difference in how it's looking now. But as you can see, it is looking absolutely fantastic. Really has changed the way the car looks. You know, the first impressions now really are very positive. It does need a little bit of a wipe down across little things over here. The weather's not been on our side, but you can really get to see the difference, especially if I come over to this side where the sun is just beaming down on us. It is looking absolutely fantastic. I'm very happy how this has come out. All of the wheels, they're looking fantastic. I'll give you a little close-up over on here. I don't know if you remember the amount of dirt that was tucked into the little spokes of the alloys, but it's looking absolutely tremendous. But let's check out the interior. That's where you're going to see the biggest difference. What an absolute difference this Valet has made to the interior of this car. This is massively better than how things were before. I'm going to put some before and afters as well, so you get a good idea on the screen now, just so you remember how things were looking. But massive difference. Let's check out the back of the car. Again, over in the back, do you remember how dirty this car was? It was filthy, there was dirt everywhere due to the children and the pet that they had. But this Valet has absolutely just transformed this car and given it that refresh it really needed. Let's check out the boot as well while we're at it. There was a lot of dog hairs all over the boot of this car. Now, as you can see, most of these things have gone, and I'm very happy how the Valet has made a big difference and an impact to the look of this car. But like I say, comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think of the Valet. I know it's not perfect, but I'll be honest with you, 90% of the things have been rectified. Little things like you see over here, it needs a wipe down and maybe a once over with back to black, but it's money well spent. You know, it only costs £50 and it really does refreshen a car. So I'm very happy how all of this is looking so far. So guys, hopefully that has shown you the difference a Valet can make, you know, from before and after. It was in tatty condition, but I really think it's transformed the way the car has looked. So hopefully that has come through on camera. What we're going to do now, we're going to jump in the car, take it for a little drive. I want to talk to you about how much I've spent on the car, getting it ready for sale, the things I had to get done, and there's still one more thing which I do need to get done. I'm also going to go over a few key things on the specification of the car, things which I feel that make it stand out and are going to really help and push it when it comes to the sale. So let's get in the car, let's talk about these things, and let's go for a drive. Right, so you join me inside the Nissan Qashqai. One of the things which I wanted to talk about was the specification. Now, this is the Ascenta Premium, and you've got quite a few nice things on it. You know, the biggest thing I love about this car is that fixed panoramic roof. It's absolutely amazing. It lets so much light in the car. Kids love it as well, so that's a massive bonus when it comes to selling these things. You know, kids do play a part in their parents' decision, I guess, so that's always a bonus. The second thing really as well, it's got quite a few features, you know, reversing camera. Now that's very important, especially in this day and age really. You know, it just makes things a lot easier, especially when you get used to having a reverse camera. You can't sort of live without one, as bad as it is to say. You get really complacent and comfortable. It's the same with parking sensors as well. You know, once you get used to them, it's difficult to live without them, and this car has got both front and rear, along with the reverse camera, so these things really do help when you are selling a car. I feel specification is very important. You know, people sometimes do think it's not end of the world, or people do sometimes think, why is the same car effectively a lot more expensive than another one for sale? And I think the biggest thing is the specification. You know, all of these points I'm talking about are luxuries, just do make the car a more enjoyable and a pleasant experience to live with, really. So obviously you've got all the other things as expected these days. You've got DAB radio, you've got navigation, you've got cruise control. A lot of these things now are pretty standard on cars, but collectively together, all of these things with the specification do make this a very attractive proposition when you're choosing to buy a car. You know, there's a reason why this car on Auto Trader has a 99 out of 100 sale rating. So effectively what it means is if you price the car correctly, it has a very strong chance of selling. Now this is based on statistics, guys. You know, this isn't something pulled out of thin air. This is based on statistics with advertisements through Auto Trader and their analytic team working to tell us what cars are good to sell and what's not. Now, it's not always 100% accurate, but when it's 99, 98 out of 100, you do know that you've got a very good chance of selling the car. Now, it doesn't always take into account things like the color, for example. That does play a factor. This car being grey is in a very neutral color. It's, you know, open for any type of buyer. It's not like it's red or a bright blue where people might be picky. And when you take into account the mileage of the car as well, only at 77,000, fully documented main dealer service history, all of these things collectively together just make this an attractive car. One of the things I mentioned, I still have something I need to get done. So when the car went to Nissan, one of the advisories was that the rear brake pads are a little bit low. So rather than me spend the money at the dealer to get that done, for the same price, I could go to my mechanic, which I've been using for many years, and get the brake discs changed at the same time. The brake discs were okay, they were slightly pitted. However, I thought for the same price I'm going to be spending on brake pads from main dealer, I can save that cost by taking it to my own mechanic, and I'll be getting brake disc and brake pads done. Now that's booked in for tomorrow. The point of that is whoever is buying this car is probably going to be happier in the sense of that I got the brake disc and pads done, because it's saving them money. You know, they're the person who's going to be buying this car, so effectively I'm paying for something that they won't need to be doing in the future now. So that is something you guys can think about when you are getting into the trade as well. So overall, I'm super happy about this part exchange. It's got a green tick from Nissan in regards to the health check, so it's going to be a great car for someone. So I'm really positive about the sale of this car. Now, to conclude the video, you know, I've spent £159 getting a service done. I spent another £50 on the valet. The brake disc and pads was around 80 odd quid, and the labour's going to cost me £50 when I get it done. So I haven't spent a lot of money in terms of preparation. And to be honest, it's only adding value, these things that I've got done. It's not eating into my profit because it just adds value to the car. So even on that front, I'm quite happy about how the preparation has gone. It's been quite nice and easy, straightforward. Yeah, so it's going to be a great car for someone. Anyway guys, I'm going to end this video here. Add me up on Instagram as well, it's in the description below, Buy Sell Cars TV. So if you want to see a bit more day-to-day activities, check it out on Instagram. But other than that, you know what to do guys. Like, share and subscribe. And I'm going to see you on the next one guys. Take care.